I'm going to give it 3.5 pawns.
I would do 4 and 1 drunken.
Wow, 4.
Yes.
4.5.
Yeah.
5 pawns. 5 pawns. This is a golden pawn game. Welcome back, patrons. It is time for the review of Dungeon Remastered. So if you haven't checked out the playthrough, check that video out first. I'll put a little link up there. You can go to that in the description down below. So this is what'd you guys think? We'll start with Basil on this, since he's the guest.
This is so great when you put me on the spot.
Yeah, I know. That way you can say all the stuff that we're just going to be like, yes, we agree with you.
Okay, fair enough.
So, Basil, what do you think?
I really like the board. I think the board looks a lot better. Definitely a lot easier to tell the difference between the different levels. And I thought it played really well. The cards look really solid. Overall, I thought it was a pretty good game.
Okay, Maurice, what do you think?
I think that the mechanics of the numbers work out a lot better. This 10, 10, 20, 30, as opposed to, I think, wasn't the last game had like a 40,000 goal or something?
No,
it felt like
only one for
really?
30. Yeah.
Oh man, well, it does feel like numerically it plays out a little faster, and maybe that has something to do with the kind of the balance of how easy it is to win a fight now.
Yeah. So what I really like about the redesign of the board is they put all the stuff down here at the bottom. So like when you lose a fight with a monster, it gets to fight back, and it actually has it on the board here, so you don't have to keep looking at the rules over and over. That was kind of annoying with the older game.
Yeah.
I love the little characters. Characters are great. There's a female and a male version. It's perfect because you can have 8 players with this game. So there's 2 wizards, 2 rogues, 2 clerics, 2 what's the other one? Fighters. So there was a nice selection and difference of enemies too. Way better than the other one.
Yeah.
I feel like we fought lizards and rats like a million times in the other one.
Yeah.
I think when we got a werewolf in the other one, we're like, oh, werewolf! That's amazing. This one was like, I fought 2 werewolves, he fought a bunch of mummies, and then there was like ghouls and wizards, or other wizards, green slime, which I think is like, I'm not a big D&D guy, but I think that was one of the big things in D&D was the green slime thing.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why they have the little graphic, the little graphic of the little guy.
Of the slime cube, of course. Slime cubes.
But yeah, I mean, and also they put the numbers at the bottom of the board there to put where you put your undefeated monsters, and that's awesome too.
The tokens.
Yeah, the tokens are great.
I like the tokens.
The tokens are pretty similar, actually.
Are they?
Yeah, because it was just little gravestones.
Maybe I don't remember. I don't know. They just look better.
Yeah, these they did not have the little time guys that for when you lose a turn. They didn't have those in the other ones. The older one. I feel like all the the numbers were better. Like it was just more balanced in general.
More balanced, yeah.
What was you gonna say? Okay. But yeah, so overall, I don't know. I feel like it was really, really fun. It didn't take too long to play either.
Yeah.
I feel like we went. I mean, we wouldn't have.
There was a lot of witty banter.
Yeah, we wouldn't banter so much. It would have went really quickly, actually. Definitely good for the age range, 8+. So yeah, I would say this is a good one. So Basil, what would you give it pawn wise? Out of how many? We do 5, right? 5 pawns.
It's 7 now.
Out of 5 pawns.
Out of 5?
Remember, you can give it a little drunken.
I'll do it 4.75. Slightly better than what I gave the last one.
So I feel like that's 1 whole pawn and then 1 pawn that has fallen to its knees.
Yeah.
It's not quite all the way over.
He's a bar chair slumper, maybe?
Yeah, something he's like on the bar, laying on the bar.
Yeah, he's not completely drunken. He hasn't yet fallen from his stool. But he's on his way.
Yeah.
He's hanging on the washcloth. Or the,
The washcloth.
The
I'm hanging from a washcloth here. Help me.
Clothesline.
The clothesline, washcloth,
Yeah.
clothesline, same thing.
Yeah. It's in the same family.
I too, when I fall, always grasp for the washcloth.
It could be on the clothesline.
Could be on the clothesline. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, if you're.
Dragging your clothes on.
So, Maurice, what do you give this one?
Ooh, I would say for the replayability and how nice the graphics look, just like visually entertaining, I would actually give this 4 and a Drunken Pawn.
4.5. What'd you give the last one? Do you remember?
4.5.
Did I give it a 4.5 last time?
I thought it was
So-
3.5, but I could be wrong.
Yeah.
We should
I
probably
don't
keep a tally of that.
We probably should.
Yeah, I will say
give it 4.5.
it plays quickly. It has really nice, entertaining graphics. If you have people you get along with at all, this is a great game.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I'll give it a solid 4. The only reason I wouldn't give it a half or even a 5 is because it is it's very simple. It's very simplistic. It's not something that you have to think too much about, which is a good thing,
Yeah.
especially when you're playing with the younger audience. But it's not something that's it blows my mind. A 5 would have to be something that's like, this is incredible. I believe the only game we've ever gave a 5 so far is Dwarven Smithies. So,
Yep.
and that's one of those games that was just it's just so well thought out. But this one is good. Don't get me wrong at all. I mean, these guys gave it good marks. I'm giving it a 4 as good. So yeah,
I do think the wizard with being able to transport to level 6 from level 1 like that back and forth, I feel like that gives the wizard a huge edge.
advantage. Oh, yeah.
Huge edge. It
Yeah.
seemed like the game really wrapped up as soon as that came into play.
Yeah, but you also have a lot more gold that you have to get.
A lot more gold. However, at that 6th level, it jumps up to 10,000 gold, 9,000 gold, 8,000 gold.
You're right.
So that's where a really
Huge diamond.
huge diamond.
Wow, that's okay. Yeah, I mean, again, that's something that you could just tweak. Even to yourself, you could just be like, oh, he can't jump from 1 to 6 with the wizard.
Yeah.
Just say that as a.
But even if you
general-
don't do that, he could still walk a fairly short distance to 5 and then transport to 6.
That's true. Yeah.
Well, we're talking about how he ended the game. He went straight from 6 to 1.
Yeah, I know.
And yeah, so back and forth. Yeah, that would definitely change things.
I'm
And
just saying that between those two, like here and there, there's not a far walk to get from, like if he went from
Looks
6
far
to
as
5
heck.
and then
It would have took him a lot longer though, because he would have went through
like
Sure.
a
4
bunch
turns.
of other. He would have had to went through like either that dragon that was there or the other thing.
Mhm.
So he would at least have to fight something before
Okay.
he got through.
Sure.
So
Or up the money limit.
or I mean, yeah, if you wanted to.
Yeah.
But
a thing that you guys talked about last time that they've resolved a lot of the things that you had said were
Definitely.
negatives on the other ones.
Yeah.
But one of the things that they don't have on this one is any sort of recourse for the people who are not on their way to
that's
win.
true. Yeah, we didn't talk about that because on the last one we were complaining about because Basil was he just walked to the Great Hall and won.
Yeah.
We're like, why can't we take it from him or loot him or something or thieve him or whatever,
Yeah.
So again, they didn't. It's not specific, but I mean, you could add that if you wanted
Yeah,
to.
I guess you could.
But again, because you're adding rules to the game, that does not make it. Again, I think I'm gonna stick with my 4.
I agree.
Like,
I agree. Yeah.
it's still fun though, very fun. I had a great time playing it, especially when you get stuff like, the Wizard Tower and stuff to really add to it. This again from the Broken Token. I'll put them in the description down below too because they're awesome.
Definitely very cool.
And it wasn't very expensive, so as for what it is, very detailed. And tonight, just want to say that we were drinking Branch and Bone from Dayton, Ohio. Put that in the description behind
about
down
that.
there below. Yeah, that's one of them. That's what we're drinking tonight. But yeah, so we got what an unprecedented 4.75. We
Breaking
never
ground.
I'll amend it.
Don't you dare.
Oh, he's gonna amend it.
I don't think he's
This is
allowed.
again unprecedented.
4.5.
Oh,
That
he's
makes sense.
putting it down
Yeah.
to 4.
It's a standard.
I feel like you made some pretty good points in your review. So
I like
nice.
that.
Yeah.
I like that. See?
Okay.
An asterisk.
yeah.
He heroes it. He Mark
So-
McGuired it.
Maurice, you gave it a 4.5 as well. Do you want to keep it at 4.5?
I will keep it at
After
4.5.
my great analysis of the game, apparently.
Fantastic analysis. PhD in board games over here.
So, and I'll keep my 4.
Dr. Board
Now
Games.
that I've talked it out and I haven't changed my own mind.
That's
That's
important.
possible. Sometimes
It's
you
very
can't.
possible. Absolutely.
I'm sometimes a little more harsh on stuff too.
That's good.
Just because a 5 to me is like we said, like we came up with, a 5 is, all of us getting a 5 would be a golden pawn. Like it's like you can't recommend it enough.
Yeah.
Like there's not really anything wrong with it. Maybe like something very small, but that's my standard, I guess. But anyways, that's it. So that's it for the review. That was pretty short.
That's great.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
If you ever want to check out this game, it is made by Wizards of the Coast.
Ooh.
I'll put them in the description below as well if you want to check out the game. Yep. So that'll do it. We will see you next time on the review section of the Drunken Pawn.